time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, September 20th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, September 20th, 2016. There are your news and odds. Top story at 8:30 on this Tuesday morning is after bombings in New York, New Jersey, law enforcement officials say they have a suspect, Ahmad Khan Rami, at age 28. Police captured Rami after a shootout of New Jersey on Monday morning. John subsequently the capital Tuesday opens Wells Fargo sales practicing and executive himself to a fresh round of scrutiny. The UN has suspended all late convoys to Syria after Floyd were attacked by warplanes during Aleppo on Monday. The convoy received proper permits, and all warm parts go to Russia. The U.S. has been notified. UN spokesman said. Police in Oklahoma released video footage that shows a white Tulsa police officer fatally shooting an unarmed black man. Footage that the city's police chief called very disturbing. Bush 41 in the vote for Clinton per Kennedy. The Homeland Security Department Inspector General found that immigrants use different names of birthdays to apply for citizenship. Manila, Philippines, a flight crew of a Saudi Arabian planes mistakenly pressed a hijack warning button at the Manila's airport on Tuesday, causing airport officials to mobilize security force and to their jet. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un supervised a ground test of new rocket engine to launch satellites, and North State media reported Tuesday the latest in a rapid succession of missile-related tests in history around the isolated state. The mayors of New York City, London, and Paris have released a joint op-ed Tuesday advocating a refugee resettlement and urging world leaders to meet at the UN this week to respond to the watershed moment with relief and safe haven for migrants. French police have reported detained 8 women linked to the lawyer attacker Mohamed Louadjih Bouala, who murdered 86 people on the seafront of Nice. Somali American leaders in St. Thomas were among the speakers in a news conference Monday, 2 days after 10 people were stabbed. Hillary Clinton said in a news conference in White Plains that she planned to deal with the bad guys, jihadists around extremists rather than a terror religion. A 19-year-old Marine from Camp Pendleton was meant housed in a great condition and was shot this weekend in South Los Angeles at 40 he said. Washington, Republicans are preparing for the penalty phase of the 2016 election as the next Republican Civil War came into greater focus over the weekend when a party chairman, Reince Priebus, grew a thinly veiled warning at former GOP 2016ers. Air Massachusetts, a former Milwaukee police officer charged with assault on a man, has accepted a plea deal that will allow him to clear his record to stay out of legal trouble. The Senate Law reports that John J. Hickey was placed on probation for 2 years after pleading to civil threat to assault on a Monday. The judge continued the case for 2 years, meaning that the 46-year-old Hickey complies with the proper conditions, charged to be dismissed. Off-way said Hickey was opportunity to notice the 13-million punched every man in the face at the Milwaukee Elks Club, and the other man's wife and Hickey's girlfriend exchanged words. Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Pittsfield police continue to investigate the death of the man who was found bleeding unconscious at the Department of the city's YMCA. A man clean co-stock stall subdued as the Fed BOG meetings began. Emma Walmsley appointed as Gulf Pacific next chief executive put the line to become the highest profile women in corporate Britain. Kmart, the mass merchandise retail chain, struggling to list and sales, going to close 6 more stores in the U.S. A person promoted the matter said Monday. Unilever announced Monday that would buy 7 donations to train company behind a school of eco-friendly household products. Also, Norway, total production of oil and the natural gas liquids was down almost 10%. The Norwegian government said some of the decline was not market related. Archibald Pennsylvania, Lockheed Martin to provide the U.S. Air Force would have followed on production of pay for a 2+ laser-guided bombing kits for under $87 million contract. Pick Italian Arthur, New Jersey, a hand grenade that can be used as a fragmentation weapon and a concussive weapon is being developed by U.S. Army engineers. Havana, the Iranian Cuban economies have a long and successful track record withstanding economic pressure from adversaries, Iran's president said from Havana. Washington, Department of Pipeline in southern United States caused a delay in the seasonal downturn for gasoline prices, the retail market report found. Washington, a U.S. offshore wind energy sector that said Sentinel needs more attention in the waning days of the presidency, a coalition of state governors said. And in Alberta, by appointing a task force to help U.S. to a low carbon economy, the provincial government in Alberta said it was a unique position to lead. And now, Look at your stocks now. 18,120.17. SP 5 2139.12. And NASDAQ 5,235.03. First deal received boost the UN event. Teleportation step toward the quantum internet. As physicists have set a record for quantum teleportation, moving information from one place to another without physically sending or anything between the locations. Alien has found a snake in the NASA rover photos. Some conspiracy theorists have suggested Earth-like creatures were found in the Mars portals because they were taken in a secret location on Earth. The seventh sea otter and Hydra Luteus continues to climb toward recovery, according to the account released today by the U.S. Florida FYI, they said Monday that they no longer need believe mosquitoes are spreading the Zika virus in Miami's win-win neighborhood despite the expanded potential transmission zone nearby. Miami Beach. The Food and Drug Administration Monday approved the first drug to treat Duchenne muscular dystrophy, rare and lethal slow weakening disorder that affects around 15,000 Americans. A number of factors that could lead to birth defects by running for vaccine now. Likely to be one of them, as researchers determined as it's after compared children exposed and not exposed to the vaccine. The growing threat about risk of even less resort medication to be the top of the United Nature Journal Assembly meeting Wednesday. Columbus, Ohio, state officials say more than 524,000 absentee ballots have requested or this year an increase of 40,000 compared to the same period of the 2012 presidential election. Take a look at New England Influence reported Peter Cheldusah, 8:37 on this. To the ball, and it started off on spot report. Last night, Boston Red Sox defeat the Baltimore's 5-4 on the Orioles for first place in the AL East. The magic number is 9. Tonight, Sox and Orioles go at it at 7:05 p.m. at County Yards in Baltimore. And the Norton Lancers girls soccer team will be taking out the Mills Walks at North High School. Bears get James Cuts looks about injured top of the pass today. Peter Cheldusah is now 8:37 on this to the morning, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's WMET, where station closes range without service. Boarding station due to police action. Please board out government incentive for Blue Line service. Framingham train 584, 7:50 a.m. inbound is operated 10:50 minutes being asked to go between Framingham South Station. Worcester train 508, 7 a.m. is operated 10:50 minutes being asked to go between Worcester and South Station due to tree in the tracks. Worcester train 505, 7:15 a.m. outbound is operated 10:50 minutes being asked to go between Yawkey and Worcester due to train traffic. And Middlebury train 008, 7:20 a.m. inbound is about Middlebury is operated 53 minutes being asked to go due to an early mechanical issue. And Newbury train 157, 8:10 a.m. outbound is up for Lynn due to police activity. And on the ferries there, looking again. Okay, hours and Bowies and New England on this. To the morning, 95 stop outside, back to Bridgeport down to Greenwich. Mirror Parkway stop outside, back to the Bridgeport down to Greenwich, Connecticut. 95 stop outside, back to the Guilford, Connecticut. 95 north outside, slope before day with the Raven. 91 stop outside, back to 4, 95 New Haven, Connecticut. 84 west outside, back to Newtown and Denbury. 84 east outside, back to West Hartford downtown Hartford. 84 west outside, slope before day with downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 91 stop outside, back to today, went to 84. 91 north outside, back to Middletown, all the way to Hartford, Connecticut. 91 stop outside is back to 291 to 57 in Springfield. 190 stop outside, slope before 290 in Worcester. 29 eastbound side, slope before Route 9 in Worcester. 29 eastbound side, slow around 495 in Marlborough. And for now, 95 and northbound side is backed up from the airport connector and work all the way to downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side is backed up Seaclock to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side is backed to the protected to downtown Providence around 610 connector. 610 connector eastbound side back to 695. 60 eastbound side is slow before Route 610 connector Providence. 146 to the southbound side back to 5095. 99 on the northbound side back to 126 122 in Woodstock. Lincoln Stretch. 295, both ends backed up from Route 12, crested all the way to Route 37. Newport Bridge to the westbound side, it did so. 299 eastbound side, back to 146, Route 9. And in the gate, Route 28 southbound side, backed up after the Bourne Rotary. 95 on the northbound side, it is slow. From Route 1 in Sharon all the way after Route 128 Canton. 295, southbound side, backed up after Route 95 in Adalbert. 95 on the southbound side, back to Rand. 295 in Albert, 24 on the northbound side. It is back to just 123 in Brockton and Nipisskin after 27 Brockton all the way at Route 120 Kenton. Route 3 on the northbound side, so Hanover, Stratton, and Nipisskin from 18 Weymouth all the way to Braintree Split. 120 southbound side is backed up at 95 out in Kenton all the way to Braintree Split. 120 south northbound side is backed up from Range 3 all the way to Randolph and then hit Briskin around Route 1 and all the way up in Route 20 Waltham. 120 is that back to Route 9 and Wellesley. 14 from the north back side is back to Milford all the way to the best back east back side is back to Framingham all the way up to the Newton and Mass back over west back side is back to from. He also brought told that Newton, Mass back west back side is back to the local area put on to South Boston. Route 1 is South back side is back to the rear all the way at this. The Zachary in Boston, 93 Boyfriends down to Boston backed up. 7 is person, North outside back to the Braintree split, all the way to the best back. 7 is person, South outside back to the Dorchester stretch. 120 is South outside is backed up from Lifford all the way at the Waltham, and then 120 is South outside back to Route 9 to Wellesley. 93 to North outside, slow before Route 128 out of Redden. 93 is South outside backed up from 45 up in Launched all the way after Route 128 Reddit. Route 3 is South by Tide. It's backed up from 40 Chelsea all the way to Route 128 Burlington. 485 is South by Tide. It is backed up around the Hudson Stretch to Route 290. 485 is the North by Tide. Back to the Milford to the westward around Route 9. 485 is both ends also at Route 2 at Littleton. 485 is South by Tide. It's backed up at 232 Missouri all the way after Route 93 out of Lot. 485 is the North by Tide. It's slow around Route 3 Lowell. Every turn back South outside, back to Brown. The Manchester Airport 93 to the North outside. So before 293 is Manchester Airport. Spotted turn back South outside. The Lowell's around Route 4 Durham. Main turn back South outside is back around Route 202 up in Great Main. And 295 is South outside. Lowell's up to Falmouth Spur around the Portland stretch. 87 is South outside. It's back around Route 11 to Champlain and Ottawa 15. Both ends slow around 202 in some America towards Montreal. Peter Chaldusa, 8:42 on this to the morning. And it's time now for weather report and cloudy start to your morning. But let's look at the tropics first. As center tropical car latest, it's zero location 20.2 to the north, 52.8 to the west. And Boston State was at 40 miles per hour. Movement west northwest at 17 miles an hour. Call strike against Silver Forecast begins straight in another day or two. And there are no close watching warnings in effect at 5 a.m. Miller Standard Time. The center Thompson car was located to do latitude 20.2 to the north, longitude 52.8 to the west, calls moving toward the west northwest near 17 miles an hour. This most of it is slightly forward speed is expected to continue to late Wednesday, followed by a northwestward turn after that. Manchester State was at increasing to 40 miles an hour with higher gusts. Little changes straight as expected today, but some straight is likely to be getting by late Monday. Thompson force winds SNRs up to 140 miles an hour to 28 kilometers. To the north center, next minimum center pressure 1,006 millibars, 20% inches. And latest on tropical direction 13. So location 14.4. The north, 29 6 and west. The movement west northwest to 9 miles per hour. Movement minimum pressure 1,7 millibars. The max is 35 miles an hour. Dimension is expected to become a 12 smoke today. At 5 a.m. Atlanta Standard Time, the center of Thompson Dimension 13 was located at latitude 14.4 to the north. Non-straight by 6 west, and the temperature moving toward the west northwest near 9 miles an hour, the northwest to the west northwest, and more to the expected over the next 4 hours. Max today was at area 35 miles per hour, got 7. Straight in this forecast during the next 4 hours, and the temperature is expected to be, come on, Trump slope later today. There's been a set temperature 1,007 millibars, right at 74 inches. Okay, take a look at 7-day forecast. Oh, look at the radar. We're seeing some line rain showers southeast of Long Island. And the line of rain showers east of Meriden, Connecticut, down to Wilmette, and around western Rhode Island. And patchy rain showers around Falmouth and around Chatham, and rain showers off the South Shore and down in Providence Sound. And line of rain showers south of Nantucket. 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, isolated showers after 11 a.m. Out is fog before 9 a.m. west. Most gusts coming 82 degrees. Cold wind becoming westward 5 miles today afternoon. Chest patient 20%. Tonight, patch back after 1 a.m. was. Podcast got a low about 62 degrees, up about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, Sunday, most goods coming 82 about 52 degrees, light northwest with the calm wind. Thursday, Sunday, podcast coming 83 about 6 degrees, calm wind coming southwest about 5 miles in the afternoon. Friday, most suns coming 80 degrees. Friday night, to 7 p.m. Mostly skies got about 57 degrees and chest patient 50%. Saturday, podcast coming at 68 about 46 degrees. Sunday, mostly sunny skies about 60 degrees, about 43 degrees. And Monday, Science covered at 67 degrees. Currently at not near its overcast start. The bottom in at 69 degrees. With a humidity of 99%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel morning news on this September 28th, 2016 on a Tuesday on PC. But good morning and goodbye today to all. See you at 12 noon for a noontime report. However, good morning with a goodbye today, Tuesday.